You are standing in a cramped TV repair shop in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1980. The air is thick with the low-grade desperation of a man earning $18,000 a year. Your hands are stained with grease and lead, your eyes strained from hunting for bad capacitors and zenith sets. You are a high school dropout, 35 years old, and your life is a series of overdrawn notices and shoes that your kids have already outgrown. You are good with your hands, brilliant even, but the economy of 1980 doesn't pay for brilliance, it pays for labor. Your high school friend Ray Ming walks in with a miniature slot machine in the trunk of his car. He doesn't show you a weapon, he shows you a tool. It is a top-bottom joint, a crude contraption of spring steel and guitar string. Ray tells you he's been making $40,000 every 6 months in Vegas using this. He tells you the machines aren't guarded by magic, they are guarded by simple mechanical switches. You look at your bank balance, $247. You look at the tool. The choice isn't between right and wrong, it's between poverty and the application of your specific mechanical literacy. You drive to Las Vegas. You are a ghost in the Fremont Casino. You aren't here to gamble, you are here to perform a bypass. You sit at a mechanical 3-reel machine, heart hammering against your ribs like a trapped bird. You insert a quarter. Your hand, steady from years of soldering, slides the top-bottom joint into the coin slot.
The technical reality is simple. The top tool, a piece of metal shaped like the number 9, goes into the coin slot to manipulate the internal microswitch. The bottom tool, a short piece of guitar string, draws current from the circuit board. You are completing an electrical circuit that the machine's designers thought was inaccessible. You feel the catch. You pull the lever. The machine dumps 20 quarters into the tray. You do it again. In 15 minutes, you have $180 in profit. You realize that the house is just a box with a flaw. By midnight, your pocket holds $890, more than 2 weeks of your life in Tulsa. You make a decision. You are going to build a better tool. You are going to turn this into a business. You return to your garage and begin the process of reverse engineering. You buy old machines from auctions and dismantle them. You study every gear, every lever, every sensor. You develop the Carmichael Slider version 2. You use dental tool steel and a precise bend angle of 23 degrees to hit deeper mechanisms. You reduce the insertion time from 10 seconds to 3. You are no longer an amateur. You are a technician of the illicit. By 1984, the industry is fighting back. The casinos are replacing their old mechanical relics with electromechanical units, like the early Bally E series. These machines feature anti-manipulation shields designed to stop the slider. You sit in your garage, surrounded by the guts of a Bally E2000, and you smile. You realize that the more complex the machine, the more points of failure it possesses. You identify the vulnerability. The coin hopper has a micro switch that triggers the payout. If you can reach that switch, the machine will think it has won and dispense the entire reservoir. You spend months perfecting your next invention, the monkey paw. You use a high E guitar string attached to a 12-inch metal rod. It is elegant, simple, and deadly to the house edge. You enter the Tropicana in 1985. The atmosphere has shifted. The casinos are beginning to use sensory priming, dousing the floors in pleasant scents like citrus to keep players relaxed. You don't relax. You are working. You insert the monkey paw through the coin slot, navigating it past the internal shields like a surgeon performing a laparoscopy. You have to feel your way through the darkness of the machine's interior.
The coins don't just fall, they pour. You are earning $1,000 an hour in quarters. Your annual income reaches $120,000. You buy houses in 3 states. You send your kids to college. But you are living on a knife's edge. Your daily grind is a routine of calculated risk. You never hit the same casino twice in a month. You never win more than $500 per session, and you always act like a lucky tourist. You laugh at the reels, you drink the free scotch, you play the part of the fool while your hands perform a miracle. In November 1987, your luck hits a wall at Caesar's Palace. You're working a machine in the back when a security guard notices your hand isn't on the lever, It's in the coin slot. You are arrested for cheating at gambling. Your bail is $5,000. In February 1988, your lawyer tries to argue that you didn't break the machine, you merely manipulated it. The judge doesn't care about the nuance. You were sentenced to 1 year in county jail. You served 10 months. You are 43 years old, you have a criminal record, and you are banned from the Vegas Strip. Most men would go back to fixing TVs. You go back to your garage. Prison didn't rehabilitate you. It expanded your network. You met Mike Balsamo, another high-stakes cheat, and you formed a pact. You realize that the lone wolf era is over. To beat the modern casino, you need a team. You need a syndicate. The industry has moved on to the third generation, fully electronic machines like the IGT S+. These units don't use mechanical switches, they use optical sensors, beams of light that count coins as they pass. The monkey paw is obsolete. You are facing a digital wall. You buy an IGT S+ and strip it down to the motherboard. You study the EEPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory, and the coin optic board. You realize the optical sensor is a simple light brake system. If the sensor sees light, it thinks the path is clear. If the light is blocked, it registers a coin. You have a James Bond epiphany. What if you don't block the light? What if you flood it? You spend months developing the light wand. It is a masterpiece of illicit engineering, a small AA battery, a bright LED, and a curved wire housing. You don't insert it into the coin slot, you insert it into the payout chute. You navigate the wand up to the optical sensor and flick the switch. You are blinding the machine with its own technology. In January 1990, you test the wand at Circus Circus. You win a small 5-coin jackpot. You activate the wand. The machine tries to count the coins as they fall, but the sensor is overwhelmed by the LED's glare. It keeps the hopper motor running because it thinks no coins have been paid out yet. You collect $850 in quarters in 90 seconds. You remove the wand. The machine stops. No error code 3100. Hopper jam. No alarm. You cash out and walk away. You have just mastered the digital era. You and your syndicate take the light wand international. You hit Atlantic City, New Orleans, cruise ships, and tribal casinos. You are making $12,000 to $15,000 a day. Your annual income is between $2 and $3 million. You drive a normal car, wear average clothes, and stay in mid-range hotels to avoid the gaze of the eye in the sky. You are pulling off the longest-running casino heist in history, and you are doing it with a $12 tool. You are now at the height of your power. You have perfected the daily grind. Your routine is clinical. You hit 4 casinos in the morning for $3,000 each, move to a different district in the afternoon, and finish on the Strip at night. You spread your wins so thinly across the massive Nevada landscape that you are statistically invisible. You are a master of the IGT S+. You know its error codes by heart. Code 12, low battery. You ignore it. Code 3300, hopper empty. This is your enemy. You learn to time your payouts so you never drain the hopper to 0, preventing the tilt light from flashing and calling an attendant. Code 21, coin in error. You avoid this by using the light wand on the payout side, not the input side. You even start posing as a casino owner to visit industry showrooms. You tell the salesman you're looking to buy a fleet of machines for a new property in the Caribbean. They invite you into the back rooms. They show you the internal schematics of the newest models. They are literally teaching you how to rob them. But the industry is starting to bleed too much. An analyst at the Nevada Gaming Commission notices a ghost payout pattern. Across millions of spins, machines manufactured between 1989 and 1993 are paying out 0.3% more than they should. It sounds like a rounding error, but in the casino business, 0.3% represents tens of millions of dollars. The FBI is called in. They launch Operation Light Out. They don't know who you are, but they know someone is using light to blind the sensors. They start reviewing thousands of hours of grainy surveillance footage. They look for the hand toward the chute gesture.
They cross-reference it with a database of known cheaters. Your name appears 17 times. The FBI assigns 2 agents to follow you. They watch you enter the Luxor. They watch you play. They use high-zoom cameras to document your hand moving toward the payout tray. They see a thin, metallic object. They have the evidence, but they want to catch you with the tool in the machine. They want to bury you. October 1996. The air in Las Vegas is cooling, but you are feeling the heat. You don't know that 6 agents are positioned around you at the Mirage. 2 are in the surveillance room with security. 4 are in plain clothes on the floor. You are working a machine on the 2nd floor, a quiet area away from the crowds. You play 5 spins. You lose 4. You win 1 small payout. You reach into your jacket and pull out the light wand. You insert it. You collect $420. You remove the wand. You are about to walk toward the exit when 2 men in suits step into your path. Tommy Carmichael? Your face goes white. You know that voice. It's the end of the end. FBI, you're under arrest for cheating at gambling. They handcuff you on the casino floor in front of the tourists you spent 16 years imitating. They search you and find the light wand. They take you to the FBI field office and book you. The charges are staggering. 17 counts of cheating, fraud, possession of cheating devices, and violation of probation. You were looking at 85 years in federal prison. You sit in a cell. You think about your houses, your kids, your wife. You think about the $16 million you've stolen over the years. It's all gone. Your homes are repossessed. Your 3rd marriage is falling apart. You are 52 years old, and you have nothing left but your knowledge. You make a play. Your lawyer, David Goldstein, sits across from the federal prosecutors in December 1996. My client is willing to cooperate fully. The prosecutors are skeptical, but then you start talking. You show them the slider. You show them the monkey paw. You show them the light wand. You explain the vulnerabilities of every machine manufactured in the last 2 decades. You tell them that if they send you to prison, someone else will eventually find these flaws. But if they let you work for them, you can close the door forever. The deal is signed in January 1997. Your sentence, 3 years probation, 500 hours of community service, and a $50,000 fine. You must surrender all devices and consult for the Gaming Control Board for 2 years. You are permanently banned from every casino in Nevada. You are now the 38th person in the Black Book, the list of excluded persons. You are now the most valuable asset in the gaming security industry. The same casinos you robbed for millions are now hiring you at $5,000 a day to train their security teams. You stand in front of 40 guards at the MGM Grand, the same place you once bled for $200,000, and you hold up the light wand. This device cost me $12 to make, you tell them. Over 10 years, I used it to steal approximately $4 million from casinos like this one. You teach them the hand movement. You teach them how to spot the lucky retiree who never celebrates a win. You help develop a device called the Protector, which blocks all known cheating tools from entering the payout chute. You have become the architect of the walls you used to climb. The irony is complete. You make $400,000 legally in 2 years, more than you made in your best year of cheating. But the Nevada Gaming Commission is still wary. In 2003, they vote unanimously to keep you in the Black Book. They are afraid that the Protector could be manipulated or that you are still in contact with your old syndicate. You tell them you're out. You tell them you just enjoy inventing things. You return to Tulsa. You live in the same city where it all began, but you are no longer fixing TVs for $18,000. You are the man who beat Las Vegas. You are the thief who became the Oracle. You are the locksmith who found the only lock he couldn't pick, the one that kept him out of the casino forever. You pass away in 2019. Your legacy is the machines that now stand in every casino in the world. Machines that are safer, smarter, and more secure because you spent 16 years proving they were anything but. Success had a hidden cost: your houses, your marriages, and your freedom. But you proved that a man with a guitar string and a locksmith's mind could bring an empire to its knees. If you want to see how the world's greatest masterminds exploited the systems we trust, you should hit the subscribe button, because you've seen how easy it is to break the house if you know where the light is.